The member from Lanark, Frontenac, Lennox and Addington.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Northern Development, Mines and Forestry. Speaker, the Minister has spent the last 2 years making promises to forestry companies across Ontario, even as he's choked off their wood supply with his tenure restructuring plan. He promised better days ahead. Instead, they got hydro hikes and more red tape. Last month, the Minister made another stunning McGuinty backtrack, an expensive bureaucratic experiment instead of a stable wood supply for our hard-hit foresters. Last month, the Minister tabled a bill to create new forest management corporations and broad new arbitrary powers. Minister, why are you hiding from and passing off your responsibilities to these new, unelected and unaccountable forestry LINs?
Minister.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And obviously, we're very pleased that we're moving forward on the modernization of the forest tenure system, as well as moving forward on a wood supply competition that is bringing thousands of people back to work and putting our crown fibre back to work as well. And in terms of the modernized tenure system, we are working very closely with industry, and in fact, we have an opportunity to meet with them on a regular basis. We believe that the models we're putting forward, enhanced shareholder sustainable forest licenses, combined with the testing the principles of our model through the local forest management corporations, is going to revitalize the forestry sector, and one that we know that we will continue to work closely with the sector on as well.
That's great. Supplementary.
Well, he's revitalizing the forestry sector. There's nothing left with it. Oh. Minister, you've hit the forestry industry with high hydro rates, more red tape, and higher prices. Environmental NGOs proclaimed 2 years ago that they played you and your government like a fiddle. Companies like Mackenzie Forest Products near Sioux Lookout have been waiting for one thing: a stable and certain wood supply. If they don't get it soon, they're through. Your forestry experiments are putting those 330 jobs in jeopardy, and you know that. You've cut off the wood supply with your tenure review, and now you're creating these tree LINs, to make sure that no forestry company survives your war against the industry. We can see the results. Under your watch, we've lost 40,000 forestry jobs and 60 mills. Minister, why has the McGuinty government waged a war against Ontario?
Minister.
I hope, Mr. Speaker, it is just so sad that indeed the member will not see the positive news that's coming out of the forestry sector, particularly related to the wood supply competition. Last week we announced wood supply offers to 2 operations in the Greenstone area that are going to bring 250 people back to work in the Geraldton, Long Lac, and the Keena area. We've made 16 offers that have been out there publicly. We've made other offers as well, Mr. Speaker. Over 1,000 jobs are coming back to the forestry sector, and part of that process, may I say, is also working very closely with industry on the modernization of our forest tenure system, one that all members of this House told us that we needed to move forward on, and indeed we are doing that. I'm delighted that we're having an opportunity to debate it in second reading, looking forward to moving towards committee, and looking forward to third reading, so we can indeed revitalize the forestry sector with our wood supply competition, bringing thousands back to work, and also modernizing the tenure system in a fashion that will bring the jobs back to the people of Ontario.